who didn't have the opportunity to grow up in Eritrea, to be raised in the culture with our people. We must stand for those who don't have a voice, who have been arrested without trial, without representation, because of lack of freedoms, because they're not able to speak their voice, because they're not able to practice.
Israel! 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 Stop! Stop! Supporting the dictator! Okay, my name is Jessica Faris. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm here to support our brothers in Israel, what's going on in Israel, as you see. So we need to be voice for them. We see a lot of bad stuff. So we need the Israel people and the Israel government know the Blue Revolution is a peaceful demonstration, and then all they want is justice, freedom. We've been waiting for a long time, 30 years. We're just saying down, but at this time we need answers. So my message is to Israeli people and to Israel government: stand with the truth. Support our refugees, protect our refugees, release our refugees that they are in a prison, stay with the truth, stay with the Blue Revolution.
This is basically Birged N'Hamedu is a collaboration of all the justice seekers that has been fighting this demonic dictator in Eritrea. So we found a way to come together, and regardless what organization you belong to, we have Team Freedom, Felsi, Yaakil, we have the media, everybody that has been fighting on their own way. We finally coming together to do something together. And this is one of these events here in DC, and we represent California, Southern California specifically. We're here to do our thing, just to show support to our brothers in Israel that has paid so much. It looks like Israel doesn't have a lot of rights for refugees. We're very disappointed at that. We want them to do the right thing. We want them to stand on the right side of history, as Israelis themselves oppressed people in history. They should show more compassion to our brothers in Israel than anybody else. And we sort of disappointed, but we trying to talk to the right force, the forces in Israel, to stand with the humanity in this situation right now. In my view right now, Birged N'Hamedu is speaking, basically is demanding justice. And when you want to talk to someone that doesn't believe in peace, doesn't believe in sitting down at a table, the only option you have is to speak their language, which is to use force. And that's what Birged N'Hamedu is, basically a frustrated youth that has been oppressed for the last 30 years by this dictator. It's frustration, and it's a breakdown, but at the same time it's a breakthrough for the struggle, because until now nobody has touched this dictator. Everybody has been talking. Now is the time, and I think this is going to lead to our liberation right now. This momentum has to go forward, and what it has to be, it shouldn't be a wudib, it should be like organic, the way it is right now. Everybody can participate. It belongs to the people. It's a movement.
With our people. We must stand for those who don't have a voice, who have been arrested without trial, without representation, because of lack of freedom, because they're not able to speak their voice, because they're not able to practice.
Hey, my name is Birged Stefanos. I'm from Washington, D.C. I'm here to demonstrate my goodwill for the Eritrean youth who's demonstrated in Israel in a peaceful manner to show their solidarity with the Eritrean people at home, to be voice for the voiceless, and to show their some kind of righteous indignancy against the festival that was going on by the PFDJ and their cohorts who have sought asylum in the name of the voiceless and the abused ones. But then they, when the demonstration went southwards in a nice way, all the good people who've been demonstrating with good intentions have been lumped up with the bad eggs, and then our purpose for being here is to urge the Israeli government and the people that we are well-wishers to all people of the world, and especially the host of these refugees in Israel, but then to give them a reminder and like an urge to the people and the government that to not mix all these refugees with the messengers of the PFDJ government.
My name is Bahabulon Fisai, and I'm from North Carolina, which is the city High Point or Charlotte. And the reason why we are here is to just protect our refugees in Israel, to protect the rights, and then, to not send them back to the which is regime or the dictatorship which in Eritrea. So we need to voice for them, for voiceless.
مسيلك يوم نيركا زتخينا يبو محلخاتات شجر تربتس دايكا تحتمي مسيلك يوم نيركا بوبزاي سفوز قهامي نسخاقن على خاقن ساد عمت تدم قال لا يفدري آخو كبر حزبي إخا عبنفسو زنقس حوخا مخاني عمنا يبل حقس نيات حزبي إخي كمنت الكندي انبزاي زخور حوخ مخاني ما ينسبان.
My name is Dawi, Captain Eritrea, part of Birged N'Hamedu, USA. We're here to be a voice for our brothers and sisters that are abroad in Europe, Israel, Denmark, Germany, and so on, part of the Birged N'Hamedu Brotherhood. That are facing persecution and assault by police officers, and specifically, especially when they're attempting to safeguard the country that they're living in and protect the democracy of the country that's gave them refuge and a political asylum. But the countries in Europe, Denmark, Sweden, all these countries maybe don't understand that the boys in blue, the Birged N'Hamedu, are attempting to safeguard that the country they're living in from agents, dictatorship agents from Eritrea. Okay, the Blue Revolution in Eritrea, if you notice the Malay flag, the blue flag, Aulet, our fathers brought Aulet with an election. The new flag that's in Eritrea, there was never an election. That was forced down our throats by a dictator. So the Blue Revolution is all encompassing. It's all Eritreans, regardless of Auraja, regardless of religion, everyone that belongs to the country of Eritrea coming together, working as a unit. We finally found a group or entity called Birged N'Hamedu that we all can work together as one, regardless of what organization you belong to. In fact, what's crazy is with all the Eritrean organizations all over the world, when they come and work as Birged N'Hamedu, they come as one person. I am here as Dawi, captain, as one person, Birged N'Hamedu. And each person that's around me right now is, as an individual, is working as a member of Birged N'Hamedu. We come collectively as one as Eritreans. When we split, we go back to our respective organizations.
يعلبو وطعو بحبرو ناي وزعت والتا ننسخا خلقات يبلو من بوتسا يا همم يعلو يا همم يعلو معبلنا حمدو يا همم يعلو يا همم يعلو يا همم يعلو معبلنا حمدو يا همم يعلو يا همم يعلو فتحي زبدلو يا همم يعلو فتحي زبدلو.
So my name is Helen. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm one of the board members of Birged N'Hamedu. What brought me here today was to be the voice for the voiceless of the Eritrean asylum seekers, the real Eritrean asylum seekers facing issues in Israel and other countries like Denmark, standing on the side of human rights, democracy, and freedom. Birged N'Hamedu is basically a movement started by Eritrean opposition in Europe. It's been going on for the past year. The mission, I believe, from my understanding, and I could be wrong, is to counter the illegal funding of the terrorist regime in different countries, US, Europe, Canada, so yeah.
Yeah, the mission of Birged N'Hamedu is a peaceful resistance against the dictatorial regime in Eritrea. Wherever this dictatorial regime pushes his agenda and his tentacles, we are going to oppose him everywhere where it is, be it in the US, Europe, or Israel, or anywhere in the world. But we are basically a peaceful resistance movement, and that's the mission. The reason that we are opposing the dictatorial regime is, I don't think I need to give a reason, but this is abusing, like in a country of less than 3 million, there is 300 prisons where people are suffering. So we are trying to be the voice of the voiceless, resisting peacefully outside the country, and hopefully someday the people inside Eritrea will find their voice to reinstate the dignity of all deserving people.
My name is Jonas Waldu, and I represent Las Vegas. We're here at the Israeli embassy, and the purpose of being here is because we recognize all the injustices that was happening to the asylum seekers in Israel. They were protesting, and then they were attacked by the Eritrean government, false political asylum seekers. They were attacked by them and so forth, and it caused a big problem. Now many people being detained, and we want to make sure that their rights are protected as real asylum seekers. In respects to the Eritrean government, by them creating false asylum seekers and attacking the justice seekers, that needs to be recognized and it needs to be addressed, and we're asking for the Israeli government to make a distinguishment between the two and be very clear on who you're protecting and who you're not.
So, for example, right here, this Blue Revolution, we have our elders like Tamatis and Paltok. They've been talking about this for over 30 years, that we should have our own flag. We should have, because even though we are Eritreans, the Eritrean flag represents the dictator. It represents oppression. The Eritrean people didn't even choose that. I didn't participate in choosing the flag of the people. Nobody voted. This is the original. Our forefathers, they had a parliament and they chose this, and we respect that. This has the intention behind this is beautiful. That's why now when we said Blue Revolution, the dictator is trying to make it look like a gang activity, black and blue. No, we mean something. This means something. This means a democracy. This means justice. This flag right here, in the name of this flag, nobody has been arrested. Nobody has been arrested for 30 years underground. The dictator The Isaias Afwerki flag represents oppression, so we don't want to do anything with it. It's a symbol of oppression. It's a symbol of dictatorship. It has nothing to do with us. They know very well who we are. They know, right now they could say whatever they want to say to me, but they know very well where we're from, our ancestors, what they did. So we don't give a damn. I don't have to explain anything to them. Of course they're going to say that. They're going to say anytime, see the dictator, what a dictator does is he has to create an enemy. He has to create an enemy so that he could blame you, collaborate with the enemy when he wants to silence you. You have nothing to do with the enemy. So they created Tagaro are our brothers forever, from the past to now to forever. So we have no problem with them. So you can say whatever you want to say. It's a compliment. If you tell me I'm Tigray, it's a compliment. But in reality, they know exactly during the struggle. They know, for example, they know what my father did. My father was a political prisoner to liberate Eritrea. Now you want to tell me Tigray, whatever. There's everybody here. They know who we are. And they are enemies, and we don't expect anything.
My name is Musa Zena. I came from Indianapolis, Indiana, to be part of this historical demonstration here in DC at the Embassy of Israel. I've been in the struggle for about 20-something years now. I have started my struggle while I was a student in South Africa years ago, 2001, 2002. And I've been here since then. And now, today, I came here to support, to be a voice to our voiceless, paperless refugees in Israel. As you know, our people in Israel are living in grave danger. On top of their refugee problems, status problems. Now also, as you see, especially past couple of weeks, the Eritrean dictator, through its supporters, is also creating so much crisis on the lives of our people there. So since I would say they don't have this opportunity that we have in here in terms of movement, in terms of speech, in terms of whatever you call. So we are here to support their cause.
قرن لومي كموتن هيوتن تراخيبهم دوبا حفاشن عوتن ولودن ولادن توم دكي هيابن تراخيبهم دوبا أبقبرن حسابن عوتن حفاشن كمهتون من لاشن عوتن حفاشن كمهتون من لاشن نان
My message to them is first, as a person, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed that we haven't done so much. I know they're paying the price every day. We are in a free society. So, I just tell them to be strong, to hold the God, because this is an evil force right now they're dealing with. But we're doing our best. And a lot of us, we've been doing our best, but the people has been somehow hypnotized by this dictator, by the stories of liberation, blah, 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 all the fake stuff. So we finally breaking through that type of hypnotism. So in Hizbi Eritrea, basically, انت يا خبلهم دلي نحنا بزنا ناتنا متينا لكم لو قلما تهز بالتصويات عدن زيزو ما يمتهزبي حج قلنا تسألنا أتيز نبرو دلهم نبي حق يسمعنا نبي حق أب سلام كلنا أب سانت لنا بسونكم مالتي مناتو سدراخن دحرت أسيرهم الله هم يجرك عهد قسنا بلي أكا هم زي بالعكاي سو نحس بينا بعبا وزلوا كله حزبي إرترا توم أب جيجا زلوا مالسي أب جيجا زلوا إرتراوين يا أخلنا ناب سلام كبارين فقرن قالنا ملاسمبر كم زلنا أمين دخيمنا خلنا تداخيمنا أم معبالن هنس هاجرن بزح نجارينا خن زارب زقبانا جنا خلاص أب جلز كم جل عينت كنا تاتي من الله ነቶም ምናልባት ቁሩብ ክሰምዑ ዝኽእሉ ክንዛረቦም ክንፍትን ኢና እምበር እዚ ዝቕፅል ዘሎ እዚ ጠጠዋይ ነብሎን ኢና ጠጠዋይ ክብልን እዩ ከምዚ ንሪኦ ዘለና እንዳዓበየ ዝኸይድ ዘሎ እዚ ከዓ ነፃ ንህዝቢ ኤርትራ ከውፅኦ ተስፋ ንገብር ኢና ግን ናይ ኩሉ ስራሕ ኩሉ ሰብ ክሰርሓሉ ዘሎ እዩ
زبان حفاش يأخلو ززبي كم إيدو رخبت تكيدو ننهبي عوتي تبلني زحفاش زرخبو كندي قديو زلو تاريخ زقل بابو بزي زقل بابو رأخو بعد عابو بحد زوفرو عوت مسعطرو بركم كي سبرو بقوال زغيرو
نوح تفلخو حزبي زعبيني سب زغبرني دمصي كسمع انت الاخيلو ايرسعكو خمن ايترساسعنان قانزاكم كساب حجي سمعني مخنياتو كوم تماساسال قانزاونا انا سلا زحلفكو حجي اب هاجرنا يمچوت اب هاجرنا سلام بتحي الى ايرسعني اتا انا درخبكو سلام كل سب كرخبو اب حدا اوان اب هاجرنا كلنا بسلام نراقبو الاوان كمتصيو صنيعنا طرح بمتكلنا نقالس عوتنا قريبو بفلاي مس برغيد نحمدو.
When the time comes, if we need to work together, then that time will come. Meanwhile, you don't need to lose any more people. You don't need to shed any more blood. We Eritreans, we have people that are willing to fight for our country. And if our people don't come together and free our country, then we don't want it. But we cannot be counting on Tigrayans to liberate us. We as Eritreans need to come together and liberate our people ourselves. If we don't do that, Tigrayans cannot pay any more people. You lost 1.2 million people to the Ethiopian government, to the Eritrean government. It would be selfish to ask you to lose any more people. So it is a respect thing. We are respectfully asking Tigrayans to stand by, sit back, and do not allow PFDJ Higdef Isai Seforki to utilize honorable, respectful Tigrayan people as a propaganda tool. We will shed blood. We will do whatever we got to do to free our people. We're no longer going to play with the Tigrayan name, with the Tigrayan respect, with the Tigrayan people. Stop playing with their name. Stop utilizing their name as a scapegoat. Everything ends up becoming a Tigrayan political issue. No more. Tigrayans have a little bit of peace. Now we're going to liberate our people, and we appreciate the support.
The primary difference between Birged N'Hamedu and the Eritrean government supporters is that we're seeking justice, and we're seeking justice, and we're focused on making sure that the Eritrean government doesn't get any support from the diaspora community, financially, morally, or any factor of that nature. Because the only reason why PFDJ is in power right now is because there's enablers in the diaspora who go back and forth, spend money, go back and forth and support the government, go back and forth and spend 2%, and then they deny the injustices that are happening. So the difference between the blue and the red guys and so forth is Birged N'Hamedu and all justice seekers in general, they're all looking for constitution, they're all looking for rights, they're all looking for liberty. They already have their independence. They already sacrificed and got their independence. We all did. It was a collective effort. It wasn't one PFDJ, it wasn't one EPLF, it was ELF, EPLF, and all the people who sacrificed their blood to get it. So independence already gotten. Now it's liberty. Now it's towards the liberation. That's why we're saying boys in blue. That's why we're saying blue revolution. That's why we're saying Birged N'Hamedu. The message is clear. Look at the facts. We have 4 generations of Eritreans in the diaspora community. You have Eritreans who speak French. You have Eritreans who speak English. You have Eritreans who speak Italian. You have Eritrean Americans who speak Swedish, Norwegian. You got all these countries. So by default, we're an international nation. So you the most wise choice you can make is join the Blue Revolution, join democracy, join the protection of indigenous rights, join the protection of human rights, and then by doing that, you're protecting yourselves, you're protecting your nation, you're protecting your people, and that way we can grow. Remember, 4 generations, that's a fact. If you were born here, you knew who was born where, and you knew who came as refugees, you know the sacrifices that they're facing. So the least you can do is support the Blue Revolution.
First of all, if we had a place to live, if we had a place to work, if we had a place to get education, if we have a place to raise a family, no one wants to live in other countries. In any case, this is a simple logic anyway. And since those young people that you mentioned now. They grow up and they raised in a very democratic society, in a very democratic environment. So especially those kind of people that they live in this kind of environment, you know, have the responsibility to stand against injustices, especially in their home country. You know, everybody has got cousins, families, you know, in Eritrea, and we all know how they pass through, you know, through the day, you know, with all kinds of abuses. I mean, coming from the regime in Eritrea. So they have to stand with right people. They have to stand with the cause. They have to stand with you know, the destitute people of Eritrea living everywhere.
Myself and Jonas Waldu finally have broken down barriers. We come here in peace today. Birged N'Hamedu is not known for down dictator. That's not what we're known for. But today we come diplomatically to be a voice for our people. We're utilizing diplomacy to be heard. But today the special announcement is myself and Jonas Waldu have been invited to the White House to speak on behalf of our people. And when I say our people, we're going to mention what Eritreans go through. We're also going to mention what Tigrayans have went through due to the Eritrean dictatorship. We're in this together. The same way Tagaru supported us, we're going to support them. The same way I supported Tagaru, they support us. And the best thing we could do as Eritreans is, I'm going to give my Eritrean brothers and sisters, make our voice be heard.